the African woman has more in common with her sister than what separates us. So I believe that the men have had their shot at trying to make things work. Most African countries got independent from like 1958 to 1960. Those who came later, like the Zimbabwe's in the 1970s, but we're all like 40, 50 years old. And the men have been ruling in most places and not leading for these 50 years. But when there is a problem, 75% of those who suffer are women and children. Men don't get raped, it's the women. It's the women's sons who go to war to kill other people's sons. So we need to begin to have a say. You see, we don't have to run for political office, because until we have a change in policy, restructuring in campaign finance, many women are never going to have access to the money. Because how does it work? You get into government, you steal the money, that is real stealing, you steal the money to put yourself back in power as the incumbent or to finance whoever you want. So until something changes with campaign finance, we might not be able to get a shot. But I keep saying the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. I may not be able to get on the podium to campaign at a rally, but this child is mine. His bedtime stories, I tell them. The songs he lives with, I tell them. I sing them. So I shape his narrative. I'm the one who will make sure that my son is not another wife beater, rapist who does not respect women. It is a woman's thing. She has the power. African mothers are really powerful. We may be covered with a hijab, we might be whatever, but underneath, we know what influence we have over those kids. And that is why the woman in Africa must stop being apathetic and realize that the men have had their say. It hasn't done much. We need to come to the table and begin to make things happen, because we are the ones who stand to lose if the continent does not function. Awesome Treasures Foundation is about the African woman helping the African woman, because she has what it takes. We should stop being the people who climbed the ladder and then we took the ladder with us. We need to make a way for others to come up. Things should not be as hard for my sister who is coming behind me as it was for me, because I'm here now. So if she didn't have a crush in her office and I get to be CEO, there must be a crush. She mustn't struggle as hard as I did to make it. So this is where most people miss it in sending aid to Africa, because it's not really about planting methods or about money or about a well in the village or a pump in the center of the village. It's about another woman who understands you, because the society gives her the same biff and griff as it gives you. So if she can make it, you know without being told that you can too. When I'm asked that who was my first mentor, I say my mom, but I didn't realize that that's what she was doing. I just saw her be. She didn't tell me you can't as a woman do this. I saw her go to Budapest, go to Tokyo, go all over the world as the vice president of the International Sociological Association, as a 37-year-old, the first African, the first black. She didn't even say she was the first anything. She just was. A lot of the empowerment we need to give the African woman is a mental empowerment. It's not about money.